Welcome to our channel, English Forest. Someone made you angry today. Maybe it was a stranger. Maybe it was someone you love. They said something, they did something. And in 1 second, your whole body changed. Your chest got tight. Your face got hot. Your mind started shouting. And now, hours later, they are gone. They are not thinking about you. They are eating dinner. They are laughing. They are sleeping. But you are still angry. You are still replaying it. You are still burning. So let me ask you one simple question. Why are you the only one still suffering? They did it once. But you are doing it to yourself again and again. Today we will talk about a man who solved this problem. A man who never got angry. And his secret will calm your mind and help you improve your English. You get angry more than you want to. You know this. Someone is rude and you lose your peace. Someone is unfair and you lose your sleep. Someone ignores you and you lose your whole evening. And every time you tell yourself the same lie. You say, I could not help it. You say, they made me angry. You say anyone would feel this way. But that is not true. And once you understand why it is not true, your life will change. Because anger is not something that happens to you. Anger is something you pick up, and anything you can pick up you can also put down. Part 1. They did it once. You did it 1,000 times. Think about the last person who hurt you. Really think, what did they actually do? Maybe they said one unkind sentence. Maybe they broke one promise. Maybe they ignored one message. It happened one time. One moment. A few seconds of your life. Now think about what you did next. You replayed it in the morning. You replayed it in the shower. You replayed it on your way to work. You replayed it while eating. You replayed it at night when you were trying to sleep. 100 times, 200 times. 1,000 times, so look at the truth. They hurt you once. You hurt yourself the rest. They gave you one wound. You reopened it 1,000 times with your own hands. This is the first thing you must understand, and it is painful. The person who is destroying your peace right now is not the person who wronged you. It is you. They left a long time ago. But you invited them to stay. You gave them a room inside your mind. You let them live there for free. And every night, you feed them with your anger. The man who never got angry understood this. He felt pain like everyone. He was not made of stone, but he refused to do the other person's job for them. He said, you hurt me once, and that is enough. I will not hurt myself 1,000 more times for you. He let the pain come, and then he let it go. Not for them, for himself. So ask yourself tonight, who is living in my mind for free? Whose face do I keep seeing? Whose words do I keep hearing? And then ask the harder question, why am I keeping them alive? They are gone. The fight is over. The only one still fighting is you, and you are fighting a ghost. Part 2. The fire burns the hand that holds it. Here is something most people never see. When you are angry at someone, you believe you are hurting them. You believe your anger is a punishment for them, but where does the anger actually live? It does not live in their body. It lives in yours. It sits in your chest. It tightens your stomach. It steals your sleep. It ruins your dinner. It follows you into your bed. The person who made you angry feels nothing. You feel everything. You wanted to punish them. But you only punished yourself. Imagine you pick up a burning coal. You pick it up because you want to throw it at someone who hurt you. But here's the question. Before you even throw it, who is getting burned? Your own hand. The longer you hold it, the deeper it burns. And most people hold the coal for hours. For days, for years. They walk around their whole life with a burning hand, waiting for the right moment to throw it. And it never comes. So they just keep burning. This is what anger does. You hold it to hurt someone else. It only ever burns you. The man who never got angry knew this with his whole heart. So when someone wronged him, he did not pick up the coal. Not because he was weak, not because he was afraid, but because he was not a fool. He asked himself one clear question. Why should I burn my own hand for what someone else did? Why should I lose my night, my peace, my health, because a stranger was rude for 5 seconds? You must learn to ask this question too. When someone makes you angry, stop. Look at the coal in your hand and ask, is this person worth my burning? Is this small thing worth my whole day? Most of the time, the answer is no. The rude stranger is not worth your night. The slow driver is not worth your peace. The cold message is not worth your sleep. So put the coal down. Open your hand. Let it fall. Not for them, for you. And notice what you have been doing all these years. You held the coal at dinner with your family, and it burned your dinner. You held it in bed at night, and it burned your sleep. You held it on your day off, and it burned your rest. You carried it into rooms full of people who loved you, and they felt the heat and stepped back. The coal never reached the person you were angry at. It only ever burned you and the people closest to you and the moments you can never get back. The rude stranger walked away free. You paid for his rudeness with your own life. That is the cruelest part of anger. It charges you twice. Once for the thing that happened. And then again, every day, for as long as you keep holding it. You pay and pay and pay, and the other person pays nothing. So stop paying. The bill is not yours. Set the coal down and walk out of the fire. Part 3. The event is small. Your story is big. Now let me show you where anger really begins. Because it does not begin where you think. Something happens. A man on a bus will not move his bag. That is the event. Just a bag on a seat. Nothing more. But between that event and your anger, there is a small space. And in that space, you tell yourself a story. You say, he is disrespecting me. You say, he thinks I do not matter. You say, he is doing this on purpose to me. And here is the truth. It is not the bag that makes you angry. It is the story. The bag is just a bag. The story is what burns. Watch how this works in your own life. Someone does not reply to your message. That is the event. A silent phone, but you tell yourself a story. They are ignoring me. They do not care about me. I am not important to them, and now you are hurt. Not by the silence, by the story you wrapped around the silence. Someone uses a flat tone. That is the event. But you tell yourself, they are angry at me. I did something wrong. And now you are anxious all day over a story you wrote yourself. This is good news. Do you see why? If the anger came from the event, you would be a prisoner forever. Every rude person could control you. Every silence could wound you, but the anger does not come from the event. It comes from your story, and your story belongs to you. You are the writer, so you can write a different one. The man who never got angry was a master of his stories. When something happened, he did not jump to the worst story. He looked at the event clearly. A bag is a bag. A silence is a silence. A late reply is a late reply. He did not add the poison, and with no poison, there was no anger. The event could not hurt him because he stopped writing himself into a victim. So the next time you feel the heat rising, catch yourself. Ask, what is the event and what is the story I'm adding? Pull them apart. The event is almost always small. The story is almost always the real fire. And the moment you see your own story, it loses its power over you. Part 4. Imagine two people in the same storm. Let me show you two people. They are standing in the same rain, same wind, same cold water on both of them. The first person is shaking. He is shouting at the sky. He feels the rain is attacking him. He feels insulted by the weather. The second person is also wet. Same rain, but he is calm. To him, the rain is just rain. It is not personal. It is just water falling from the sky. Now tell me, what is different between these two people? It is not the storm. The storm is exactly the same. The difference is inside them. One believes the rain is an insult. One believes the rain is just rain. Your life is full of storms, small ones. A rude message, a long line. A broken promise, a cold look. A driver who cuts in front of you. These are your storms, and they come every single day. You cannot stop them. The rain will fall whether you like it or not. But you can choose how you stand in it. You can shake and shout at every drop. Or you can let the rain be rain. Now watch these two people after 5 years. The first man is exhausted. He spent 5 years fighting the rain. 5 years angry at every rude person. 5 years burning over every small insult. His face is hard now. His heart is heavy. He won every argument and lost every evening. The second man is different. He let the rain be rain. He saved his energy. He used it to build his life, his work, his peace. Same storms. Same 5 years. One man is tired and bitter. One man is calm and strong. So which man are you building? Every day you choose. Every rude person is a choice. Every small insult is a choice. You can pick up the anger and burn. Or you can let the rain be rain and keep walking. The storm does not decide your life. Your answer to the storm decides your life. And here is something you must see. The angry man and the calm man face the same number of storms. This is what people get wrong. They think the calm person has an easier life. They think, of course he is peaceful, nothing bad happens to him. But that is a lie. The calm man gets cut off in traffic too. The calm man gets rude messages too. The calm man gets betrayed and ignored and disappointed too. The rain falls on him exactly as hard. He is not calm because the storms are smaller. He is calm because he stopped fighting the sky. So stop waiting for the storms to end before you find peace. They will never end. There will always be another rude person. There will always be another broken promise. There will always be another cold day. If your peace depends on a world with no storms, you will wait your whole life and die still waiting. The man who never got angry did not wait for a perfect world. He found his calm inside the storm, not after it, and that is the only place you will ever find yours too. Part 5. He was not born calm. He practiced. Maybe you are thinking, this is fine for that man, but I am different. I am a hot person. I cannot change. So listen to me carefully, because this is the most important part. The man who never got angry was not born calm. When he was young, he was just like you. He slammed doors. He said sharp words he regretted. He felt sick in his stomach after every fight. He lay awake at night, arguing with people who were not even in the room. He was not a peaceful soul who dropped from the sky. He was an angry young man who learned slowly how to put the anger down. So hear this clearly. He was not born calm. He built it. Day by day, choice by choice. And if he built it, then it can be built, which means you can build it too. How did he do it? He started to watch the small space. The space between the event and the anger. At first, he was too slow. The anger won before he could even see it. He failed again and again. But he kept watching, and slowly the space grew wider. Slowly he could feel the anger coming before it took control. And once you can see it coming, you can choose. This is a skill. It is exactly like learning English. You do not become fluent in one day. You learn one word. You make mistakes. You forget. You try again, and slowly, month by month, you improve. Calm is the same. You will fail many times. You will get angry when you did not want to. That is not proof you cannot change. That is just practice. When you slip, do not say, "This is who I am." Say, "The anger was too fast that time. Next time I will watch for it." A person who keeps practicing will change. Not in one day. But in 1 year, you will not be the same person. The rude people will be the same. The storms will well be the same, but your answer will be different. And a different answer builds a completely different life. Part 6. The person who hurt you is hurting too. Here is something that will change how you see every rude person for the rest of your life. The people who are cruel to you are almost never happy people. Stop and think about it. The last person who was rude to you, the last person who snapped at you, the last person who treated you like you were nothing, were they at peace? Were they happy? Was that the face of a person whose life is full and warm and good? It never is. Happy people do not need to be cruel. Full people do not need to take from you. Peaceful people do not need to spill their poison on a stranger. The man on the bus who would not move his bag was carrying his own heavy day. The person who spoke to you in a hard tone was fighting something inside you cannot see. The driver who shouted at you was already angry before he ever met you. Hurting people hurt people. That is the simple truth. Only someone who is bleeding goes around cutting others. This does not make their behavior okay. It does not mean you must accept cruelty. But it changes the picture in your mind, and the picture is everything. When you see a cruel person as a strong enemy attacking you, you feel small and you burn. But when you see a cruel person as a tired, hurting human being, the anger changes shape. It softens. Because it is hard to stay furious at someone once you understand they are not winning. They are losing too. They are just losing in a louder way. The man who never got angry looked at rude people and he did not see enemies who had defeated him. He saw people drowning, grabbing at anyone close to them. And you do not get angry at a drowning person for grabbing your arm. You understand the grab. You free your arm gently. And you do not jump in the water to drown with them. So try this the next time someone is cruel to you. Instead of asking what is wrong with this person, ask what pain is this person carrying. You will not always know the answer, but the question alone will soften your heart. And a soft heart does not catch fire as easily as a hard one. Part 7. Calm is not weakness. It is power. Many people are afraid to let go of anger. They think, if I stop being angry, people will walk all over me. They think the anger protects them. They think the anger makes them strong. But the truth is the exact opposite. Look at the man who never got angry. He was calm, but he was not weak. He said no clearly. He left the rooms he needed to leave. He ended the things that needed ending. He protected what was his. He did all of it without the fire. He did not need to shout to be strong. Now here's the truth that almost everyone gets backwards. The angry person is the easiest person in the world to control. When you explode, everyone can see your button. They know exactly which word will make you react. You become a puppet. They pull the string and you dance. But the calm person has no visible button. No one can find the string. There is nothing to grab. So anger does not make you strong. It hands other people the remote control to your mind. Any rude stranger can change your mood. Any cold message can ruin your day. Any small insult can take your whole evening. You are not in control, they are. But the calm man kept his own remote control. No one could change his mood without his permission. And that is real power. Real power is not the loudest voice in the room. Real power is the calm voice that does not need to shout. Real power is not winning every fight. Real power is choosing which fights even deserve your energy. Real power is not reacting to every comment. Real power is the peace that no rude person can steal from you. Think about where your energy goes. You have only so much energy in a day. It is not unlimited. And every time you get angry, you spend it. You spend it on the rude driver. You spend it on the cold message. You spend it on the argument you replayed in your head. And at the end of the day, when you finally sit down to work on your own life, your dreams, your goals, your peace, there is nothing left. You gave it all away to people who did not deserve a single drop of it. This is why angry people stay stuck, not because they are weak, because they are tired. They burned all their fuel fighting small fires that did not matter. The calm person goes further in life, and people think he is just lucky or gifted or special. He is not. He simply refused to waste his fuel. He saved it. He spent it on what mattered. While everyone else was busy being angry, he was busy building. That is the whole secret. Anger is expensive. Calm is what you can afford to keep. Your mind is your home. Do not let every angry stranger walk inside and make a mess. Do not let every insult move in and stay for years. You decide who enters. You decide who stays. That is your power, and no one can take it unless you hand it to them. Part 8. Come back to yourself. So let me bring it all together simply. Anger does not happen to you. You pick it up. The event is small. Your story is big. The fire only burns the hand that holds it. Calm is not weakness, it is power. And all of this can be learned by that man. By you, by anyone willing to practice. Now think about the person living in your mind for free. You know who it is. You saw their face when I said it. They wronged you once, and you have kept them alive for weeks, months, maybe years. It is time to set them down, not because they earned your forgiveness, but because you have earned your peace. Here is one small thing you can do today. The next time you feel the anger rising, take one slow breath. Just one. In that one breath, find the small space, find the choice. And ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Most of the time, it is not. And in that single breath, you can put the coal down before it ever burns your hand. You will not be perfect. Some days the anger will be too fast and you will lose. That is okay. Just watch for the space again tomorrow. Practice again tomorrow. One breath at a time, one choice at a time. One word at a time, just like your English. And slowly, without even noticing the day it happened, you will become a calmer person. A stronger person. A person no rude stranger can control. The storms will keep coming. People will keep being difficult. The rain does not stop for anyone, but you can stop shaking at the sky. You can let the rain be rain. You can keep your peace while the whole world stays noisy. The man who never got angry was not lucky. He was not special. He just chose his own peace over other people's behavior. Again and again. Every single day. And starting today, you can make the very same choice. It begins with one breath. If this video helped you, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and keep growing every day.